She let you off the hook, didn't she? She never taught you to work?
Nope.
Wonder why?
I don't know why. I can speculate, but I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. That's going to entail a search and a reflection, but let's see whether we can pull some things together. Would you agree? The Dream Master selects these data from your personal past, can link them up together, can put them in terms of a story, can express states of mind, can use them to draw the implications into his present, like you just volunteered that very nice story about the fact that you now may have to do a little elbow grease and go on and do it.
And I have been.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I have been. I mean,
Yeah.
for some reason I've been spontaneously doing things differently. I mean, it was just obviously doing better, cleaning up after myself, things like that.
See, if that's the case, then your dream is telling you what you're hooked on, what you're holding to, clinging to. Now, this is a hypothesis. You know what you do with it? You note it, and you watch the next series of dreams you have. If you're right, your Dream Master will give you dreams pushing the implications of that idea we just discussed, and give you dreams that will demonstrate it dramatically so you can get greater insight into it. If we're wrong, the Dream Master will give you a dream that will focus in on another subject, and you have to then follow that. So dreams occur, see, this is one. When you get a series of them, then you can then, after looking at each one, find the connection between each one. That gives you a sense that the mind is intelligible. Now, how much interpreting did I do through this? You don't need to interpret at all. Never interpret. Let the richness of a person's personal experience give it the color and the depth. Get the person to reflect. Get them to reflect on their own dream. Encourage them. You're a midwife. Don't add. It's their baby. You're going to help them come to birth. Right? Assist them. Back away often. Don't conclude too much. Right? Caution. Right? Until at the very end, if you want to then deal with the issue of dream series. That's the way you do it. So now look, what does this mean? Would you agree there's something in us that has influenced us deeply? It's when our parents or authorities appear most knowing, most virtuous, sincere, knowing, trustworthy. Look at all those great virtues. Right? Caring, love.
My father was giving me the roots.
He was giving you the...
He was translating the roots of my identity.
Dharma succession, right? The very roots of your being. Yeah, to get this, what do you call it now?
Curse. I don't know. What do I call it?
Did you say curse?
That's why I said a curse.
It could be a curse. Passed down from generation to generation to generation. That's right. That's right. That's what it could be. And there's only one person who can stop it, and that's you, in your own lifetime. But the only reason we have problems, if this is the case, is because we love seeing those we love appear knowing, virtuous, and caring for us.
He never appeared.
I mean, we're not evil. We're not driven by blind forces and instincts.
That was the essence of my father's love. I mean, that was it.
That's it. That's showing love. Look here. You know what that does? That converts us to something that's primary. Look what it does. It brings each of us into a unity with the family.
That's right.
Right. Hey, it unites us to its cause.
No matter how Protestant
That's right.
was, I'm still a Jew.
And you know what you get for it? A role.
My father's son.
You get a role, you get a name, you get a heritage, you get a tradition, and you adapt to it.
I got everything but the watch.
Well, let's throw it open for some questions, please. Thank you. First of all, thanks a lot for volunteering. Hi, how are you?
What is it that creates dream? And the conflict between the believer and the knower, what brings that dream to us?
What brings that dream to us? You see, if you let me add a couple of more things, then I can answer. Right? If it turns out that this dream or an analysis like it could help the gentleman, right? Then would you agree the dream is then for his benefit? Therefore, whatever is fashioning the dream considers us personally, crafts a message out of our own past for our benefit. It opens up the past. It prepares us for our present. It can anticipate the future. It's pretty wise, isn't it? And the more you go into these, the more you're going to then add different key words to what it is that fashions the dream. And that's where we're going. Because let me give it to you very simply. This is the lovely part of the whole evening, right? If we can show again and again that these dreams relate to something that you're going through right now, day before, a couple of days to come, then there's something in us that's aware, is it not, of all of this. There's something that's aware of our whole past better than we are, right? It awakened all kinds of memories, did it not? Like what we are consciously, let's call it consciously for the moment, all right? Or the image we have of ourselves. But there's something in us that's quite awake. And it means it's, you know what? It's tested. Like right now, there's something awake in all of us. And if you get in a bind or a difficulty being here tonight, or there's something you overlooked that's important and you should have heard it or picked it up, you might have a good dream tonight. Because that's what dreams do. They pick up things you've overlooked, things that are significant that you were ignoring. If that's the case, that means right now there's something that is more aware than we are. When we identify with our subjective feelings, we forget that there's something that's awake, which is quite wise and quite knowing and always works for our benefit right now. So, of course, the problem is, which one do you want to identify with? And the question is, apart from which one you want to identify with, by repeatedly playing this game, you'll see which one you do identify with. And that makes a big difference. Right? You're no longer that narrow thing that stumbles along, but you can enjoy your stumbling and learn from it, and learn from it. So what does it? We're going to have to put a name on it, and you're going to have to help. Yeah, do you have one now? It's a certain kind of knowing, like it doesn't do arithmetic. It doesn't do science.
Intuition.
Pardon me?